Wipe me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hurry it every time they take mine.
I just try to talk a bunch of shit until you start saying the thing. I never know what's actually gonna make it.
It all makes it. Haven't you noticed? It all makes it, Cole.
I don't listen to my own podcast. I'm not
I'm not
Nick and
gonna lie to
Chili.
you.
I do.
I don't listen to my own podcast neither. But what's going
If
on,
I'm not
everybody?
on it,
Yeah.
if I'm not on it, I'll listen to it.
Yeah. Well, people always ask me, do I listen to my own show? And the answer is no, I don't. Because I was there when we did it. I know it was time. I already kind of listened to it in a way. Right?
Yep.
So you figure out
I
that
just
the
like
audio,
re-listening to it to make sure I didn't say anything stupid.
That's kind of
the audio messes up, and then we lose the whole episode.
Hold on. I feel like there's betting odds that can be placed now. I know this episode is supposed to be about Blue, but Dexter just said the one thing that I know he does every single episode. I just listen to know if I said something stupid.
I mean,
so what's the
I know I say something dumb every
like,
episode, but like,
right. So what's the what is the average amount of time before you get into the episode before you're like, shit, like I said something dumb?
it's about like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So that's the
30
over-under.
minutes? Bullshit.
30. So is it 31 minutes is the over under? We're gonna start taking betting odds.
5 minutes.
5 minutes in.
I mean, I could just stay quiet this time and avoid that.
It's up to you. Like if you want to throw the game and throw some odds in our favor, we're all for it. Just know that this will be added to alteredcorner.com or GG.
Whoever wins gets a unique spoiler. Well, those work still.
Yeah. We're going to start betting with altered cards. How long before Dexter says something stupid? Over or under 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And that way Cole will get all the uniques ever. Maybe. I don't know. But what's going on, everybody? I'm the one, the only, the WOOKIE, joined here by my normal cast of misfits. We even got Felix back this week, but we have the guy who knows everything, Mr. Cole Robbie.
Yo.
We have that young pup, Dexter.
Hello, altered people.
And even Felix is back this week. How was your trip, Felix? Where were you?
I was at the Riftbound Houston Regional with Blue and Dexter.
Oh, where was it?
In Houston. Regional in Houston for Riftbound with Blue and Dexter.
Are you guys like officially like over? I got all thank you. Are you guys like officially in Riftbound now, or what's the deal?
Not really.
No.
I'm just gonna do it casually.
You're not Riftbound?
I just work with Universe. I work with Universes all the time, so I might as well just get that one in there too.
Okay.
My answer is very much no. I don't really intend to play much Riftbound after this. It's just, ooh, shiny button. I can click on a link to apply for a job because I'm unemployed and then do something. So I did that.
I'm so glad that you guys are so invested in this game that you got picked to judge. It's very cool.
Yep. You should have just, used AI on your
Imagine how the
interview
players
form, and you maybe would have gotten picked.
Imagine how the players feel. These are the guys making your game-winning or losing decisions.
There's a reason that Blue was actually at the better tables than
Yes, Blue actually knew what he was doing. I didn't really. I was in charge of deck checks, and then the second day I was on side events, so much smaller stakes stuff.
Did you all actually ever do deck checks?
We did. I did probably about 20 the first day, but it took us like the first 3 rounds to get it situated.
Dexter's like, yeah, I checked like a deck.
Yeah.
No.
I gave it Keyforge. I did a deck check that resulted in a game loss, which I was pretty sad about.
Yep.
Was that the one that had
like
30
deck
cards
checks that resulted in game losses?
He had 43 cards, 4 voice speakers. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Now, are these original deck checks, like deck checks before we even started, or like top 16
No.
deck checks, like you're now throwing
That
up?
I was doing side events, so that was at the start of just one of the rounds
Oh, okay.
because we did deck checks every round.
Hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen one that egregious in Altered or Star Wars. Where I've been, at least.
Well, I mean, it's not even their advantage if they had more than 40. We did have someone in the main event that had 38, which was you're
That's
trying
an
to cheat.
advantage.
But
Yeah.
He did have 4 Void Seekers.
no, I guess that's a little bit more.
What are you only
Pretty
allowed
good.
3 in a deck or something, or what?
Yeah, 3
I don't know.
copies
Yep.
per card.
I don't know much about Rift.
Was a card. That card deals damage and draws cards, so
So it's good.
it's pretty good.
Sounds good. Anything that says draw damage or do damage, draw cards usually is pretty good.
Yep.
No matter
Direct
what game
damage and card draw.
no
Good
matter
cards.
what game, no matter what game you're playing. So, but this isn't about Dexter and Felix this week. For episode
Riftbound.
2 in this thing that I'm calling the Creator Series and Cole is calling dumb.
I never used the words dumb. I said that you've got this just random idea out of nowhere that it's this thing we're doing now. So
Well, I mean, why isn't it a thing we're doing now?
I think
I
it's
don't know.
cool. I like it. It's just you just kind of came up with the idea out of nowhere that we're gonna grab someone from the community each week.
Yeah,
before
well, no, at
Christmas.
least for these 2 weeks, and then we go into hiatus for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we'll see what happens in the new year.
Okay.
When's Be Quick coming?
So moving on to the first question.
I was also waiting with bated breath. All right, first question. We'll get into those.
Do I get an
questions in a
intro
little
at
bit.
least?
Oh yeah, Blue's here,
You
everybody.
got an intro Blue.
Are
This-
you wearing pants for this?
No.
Why?
Because I'm at my home.
Does it not
Shorts are
get
better.
cold where you live?
It gets cold, but I keep my house warm enough, and I'm,
Oh.
I'm really, really hairy.
Ah, well, fair.
I am also not wearing pants this time for a first.
Jesus Christ. You non-pants wearers. So where does this come from? Where does the blazer and shorts, like what's the gimmick? What's the catch? Where does this stem from?
Oh, are we talking about like at Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only worn the blazer like twice, Cole?
I only remember Dallas.
No,
Yeah, it was just at
we wore
Dallas.
it. We wore it for the beginning.
Maybe
of,
once at Gen Con too.
season 2 AWOL stream. I remember we both got dressed up.
Oh well, I wasn't paying attention to what was on your nether regions.
Oh, I wasn't wearing shorts. Either way.
Okay.
Where did it come from? The need to look amazing.
Oh, and you thought that shorts and a blazer
Yep.
looks good, huh?
Well, I got about 10 more compliments than anyone else there. So yes, thank you.
It's true.
Mhm.
It's true.
I mean, I wasn't there, but next time. It's always next time.
Yeah, I'll wait for your compliment next time.
Sure. Anyways.
Going backwards since the intro of this episode has been chaotic, which
Already,
is
yeah,
very
this is
in line with Blue.
Pretty normal.
Very normal.
Who are you, Blue? What do you
Yeah,
want to
why are
say
you here?
about
What do you do?
yourself?
I got asked to be here forcibly, and I was told that if I didn't come, that certain pictures would be released on the internet.
That doesn't sound
Other
like
than that, I do some YouTube stuff, occasional commentary. I actually haven't done a lot of commentary lately, but apparently I'm going to be doing it on this upcoming Monday on the AWOL channel. And yeah, YouTube, Blue Oak TV, #ad.
That doesn't sound like anything that Mr. Cole Robbie would do. Cole, are you throwing out threats again?
I feel like you should always give threats and blackmail if you can.
It's fair.
That doesn't
That's one way to
let's
get
give it a
people
shot.
to do things for you.
doesn't seem like
Yep.
your style. But all right, fair enough.
Yeah, my style's more like baseball bat, but you know, you got to do what
He
you
is
got to
good.
do as you get older.
Anyway, it's on to the preliminary questions, the important questions of this episode. So number 1, what's your favorite kind of Mountain Dew?
None of them.
All right, guys, we are really.
That was a good interview. See you all next week.
Monsters are better than
you
anyone
are-
can
This
do.
is where
You
I tell you
are-
that Blue does not really drink soda or caffeine. And after the events
No
of this
caffeine
year,
at all.
I think
No,
that's
no
probably
caffeine.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, I'll give you a pass on that one. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, actually, what's the name of that one? Here, hold on, let me look at it real quick. Because I think this one has like multiple names. It's definitely not Thin Mints.
Okay, fair
Um,
enough. That's a good start.
We just tried the Thin Mints Pop Tarts recently.
Caramel Delight, Samoas.
Yeah, well, apparently, yeah, that's what it is. It's Samoas.
Okay,
Well, it says Samoas and Caramel Delights are the same thing.
they are the same thing. It depends on what region you are in as to what they are called.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
I don't
so
know.
we're doing well here
Those-
now. All right, we're back on
Yeah.
track. All right, and then what's your favorite Pop Tart?
Ooh, what's the wild berry?
That's a good one.
I don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
that
wild
one,
berry.
but we'll let it go. I'll have to.
Wild berry is a top tier Pop Tart.
Mm.
What? Let me guess. See, do you like something that's like s'mores or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm, That's exactly what he likes.
it is the best
Obvious-
Pop Tart.
Obvious answer is obvious. Have
Yeah.
a little bit of originality.
Yep.
Anyway,
I was around when S'mores Pop Tarts first came out, so it was a good time, and they're still
I
delicious.
think all
to
of
this
us
day.
were.
No,
Even
I
Dexter
probably
might have been
wasn't.
around.
Dexter definitely was not.
S'mores Pop Tart
I, don't
release.
I think they were in the mid '90s.
Let's see. Wow, 1992. That's insane.
Yeah.
I did not think they were that old.
They are that young. You mean? I guess. Well, yeah, that old.
No, that's
Yeah.
old.
Dexter was not. Dexter was not around. Bite your tongue, Dad. That's old.
It's almost 30 years.
It's over
Excuse
30
me?
years.
I think about
I was
that.
born in
That was-
92.
that was
No,
less-
no,
that was less-
33. 33.
that was less than 5 minutes, right? I'm pretty sure that was less than 5 minutes.
Let's see. 12 minutes and 8 seconds is where we're at in the recording.
Ah,
So
boo.
for those of
How
you
many
that-
guys you need?
for those of you who had 12 minutes, you're out. Sorry. He's a little over, so. Alrighty. Well, I guess we can continue with this. It's only 12 minutes, so we can go on to the questions. All right. Or am I starting? Is that how we're doing this? These are like real questions.
mean-
like, I feel bad for a guy trying because we didn't give him even this much effort.
I talk to this guy like every single day, so I was like, "What the hell do you want to ask him?" And you asked ChatGPT what to ask him. So
11 inches.
Oh. That's
hard or
that seems
flaccid?
that seems like a main
No.
number.
Around circumference.
Oh, everyone knows that girth is what's the worth.
Earth.
Wow, I did not think that this was the show that would take this left turn. Totally thought it would be my other show, but here we are. Still in here. All right, how did you discover it, Altered Blue?
I discovered Altered through another TCG that was also on Kickstarter around the same time. And I was looking at that game, and then I also noticed Altered was going on at that time as well. And I thought it looked better because it wasn't AI and crypto. So that was
Oh yeah. Okay.
that was the part that kind of drew me in initially, and it reminded me of other games that I had played before,
What was the
especially
other game?
the digital collection aspect. The chaotic TCG.
Oh,
that
okay.
was
I remember seeing
was
that one.
that was getting another try. So they were trying Chaotic again. I didn't know that.
No. This was a different. The other game was called. It reminded me of Chaotic, but Chaotic is supposedly it's supposed to get re-released, but it's never going to get re-released. Either way, the other game was called Wonders of the First.
That sounds familiar too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they were at Gen Con this year as well, or the year before, and I remember seeing
Yeah.
their banner.
Yeah, they're the same people that do Bo Jackson Battle Arena.
What? Well, you kind of described it there, but what made you like actually get into Altered? Was it the digital aspect that was the main thing?
Yeah, it was digital. Digital collection, digital whatever. I saw that they had the BGA thing set up as well. Prior to that, I had been traveling a lot for work, so the idea of going to a local store was not always in the cards. Now it's a little bit more in the cards because I changed jobs that allows me to work from home more. But other than that, being able to play a card game online, have digital cards, and not have to worry about physical cards all the time made things a lot easier, especially on leaving shit all around the house because cards everywhere that aren't organized, as Felix can attest to.
I'm actually doing that right now.
Yeah, there you go.
They got like 2 boxes of Riftbound from PAX, so I still need to organize those.
Yeah.
And now you play a ton in person, have a bunch of cards, and fill up like 3 adventure passes every season.
4 adventure passes.
Yeah. And not all at once. You do them sequential, right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't cheat, if that's what you're saying, and put them all in the same thing. I actually do each individual event. It's
There
crazy.
you go.
So which do you prefer? Do you prefer online or in person?
I mean, I think the idea of doing in person and like meeting new people is always fun. It's just a matter of if you have the time to do it. I like the option to do online because I also can just come home and randomly play a game on BGA. From that perspective, that's what I used to do all the time when I was trying to just lose time playing Hearthstone or something like that. Just digital games make it a lot easier than having to drive a ways because I think the majority of stores I go to are actually close to like 20, 30 minutes away from me. So I still go to them, but playing digitally makes it a lot easier.
All right.
I did find out there's a new store nearby me, but they don't have Altered.
Lots of stores don't.
They don't have it
Altered.
yet.
Well, not at all.
Lots of stores don't have Altered, Cole.
I said yet. They don't have it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll just go there and set up and
Yeah.
ask everyone. Obviously.
Yeah. Blue
Yeah.
isn't going to just say it's not there and give up like someone else. Like we'll make it happen. World domination.
Okay. I'll trust you.
France domination, and then we'll work around worlds.
I have
Yeah.
I have no reason to doubt you. If you want to come do that in Wisconsin, that'd be dope.
I'm not going to Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
It's cold right now. It's 9 degrees outside. So, all right, you do primary.
It's cold here too.
What is it right now? 44.
Let's
It's
see.
70 in Houston.
Yeah, it's 70 degrees.
And
It
that's
was actually
cold.
pretty nice. It was actually pretty nice in Houston last weekend. I liked it.
Yeah, I think so too. Was in
It's
the
54
upper
right
50s?
now. Yeah.
I don't remember. I felt like it wasn't like. Well, I guess we were inside a lot and we didn't really have to worry about it because
Yeah.
it wasn't even that cold inside. But yeah,
Yeah.
This is cold to you.
what's cold? I'm sorry.
What do you
No,
say? 50,
no.
54 is cold to you?
No, I was just making you feel bad.
Well, no, this
I'm-
isn't even our cold season yet. January's still around the corner. We're almost ready to get into negative numbers. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm from Utah, so I'm used to the cold still.
No. Are you?
Yeah.
I bet you if you went back.
Cold and magic underwear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, what is your main content style that you do over at on your YouTube channel?
Blue Oak TV #ad. Yeah, content style. The most things that I focus on are more so competitive oriented type of interviews. I was doing general interviews with the community, but more often than not, I tried to contact players that have done well in events, starting with one of the first bigger events over in France, where there was over 1,000 players, and then kind of just proceeded forward from there. And then other than that, I just kind of filled in weeks on occasion with other random altered content, but probably the most known for with competitive interviews and or recaps of events when they do occur.
And what made you choose that? Where you saw a hole that needed to be filled, and we're like, I could do it.
I'm always about filling holes.
Yeah, I knew that one was coming. I really set that one up like a champ, didn't I?
Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you did.
I really did. I knew immediately after I left my lips. I'm like, fuck. This is where
Always
that's
about
headed.
filling holes.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just a thing of people. It was always a thing on the Discord, for example, where everyone was asking results for different events, or just asking what deck lists were, or wanting to talk to people associated with those deck lists to see why they picked what they picked. You can look on 39 cards, and I think 39 cards was still around then. It just wasn't auto updated with every single event all the time. Now there's multiple people working on it. Shout out to Tom there. But other than that, people just wanted more information, it seemed like, and people were starting to make spreadsheets and random other things. I remember they did it for the Arizona event here in the States, where no one knew what was happening a lot. So this felt like a good idea to talk to the actual players that are playing the game. Everyone always likes to hear from folks that are actually good at the game comparatively to Cole.
I'm sorry.
And me too.
And you too? Yeah, anybody but you, Dexter.
Yep. I
What
suck at this
faction?
game.
Cole wants to know what faction you're playing right now.
I don't want to know that because the answer is not good.
I mean, it's not Artis currently. I've been playing a lot of Basira lately.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, lots of people like Basira right now.
It's so hot right now.
So hot.
What's wrong?
He's
What's-
usually an Ortis player.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I always have a Sigismar deck when I need it, kind of thing. But I've been playing Basira most of the time. If I see, for example, someone is playing Sigismar or they're playing something that's just okay, get over yourself, then I'll play Sigismar. But most of the time, I'm playing Basira. But interestingly enough, I think I was playing like yesterday or the day before, and there was a fun Ren deck that I played up against that beat me with a festival victory on day 3. And
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
impressive.
yeah, and there's literally nothing I could do about it. They played character day 1. It was one of the pelican that falls asleep or something. I forget what the fuck the name is, or
Yeah.
is it the
Drowsy
whatever? it
Dodo?
was?
Yeah.
Drowsy Dodo.
Yeah, Drowsy
Yeah.
Dodo. Day 2 played the festival, and then day 3 played the Drowsy Dodo again, as well as Counting Sheep, and fucked me.
Wow.
Mm.
Nice.
Oh, they also had a Moona Caregiver in reserve for the anchor, but
Yep.
yeah, either way,
Discard the anchor.
couldn't do anything.
3 turns? That's disgusting.
Yeah, there's. As soon as I saw the Counting Sheep, I was like, I guess I'm
Yep.
done. Yeah, what are you
Back
gonna
it
do?
up.
Yeah, somebody danced.
Somebody's got to be the RNGesus, and it clearly was that person. So,
I mean, it seems like it'd be a fun idea. I always liked Counting Sheep. Just haven't played Moon yet. Usually the last faction that I'll play.
it's one of the decks that I want to build. Cole just yells at me every time.
For what?
Cole,
Moona?
Cole doesn't like alternate. No, Cole doesn't like alternate win conditions.
Okay. He doesn't
Every
like winning
time-
in general.
Well,
yes, true.
he did choose Muna, so
What can you do?
Yeah, some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail.
For Cole, it's
well,
mostly nail.
Yep.
Sometimes you just like getting nailed. What can you say?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. What can you do?
what can you do? All right. What's this one misconception new players have about Altered that you see all the time?
I see all the time. NFT is the common one, but I don't get that much anymore. That was more like at the beginning. I think the thing that people mention that they don't like a lot before even playing the game are definitely uniques.
Yeah.
They don't like the idea of the 1 of 1 card and just variations of the card. I don't know if you can explain it, but it's hard to explain without actually showing them, kind of thing. And so people just have bad experiences with 1 of 1 cards, and they feel like is not a good idea. But uniques are fun. Makes the game a little bit unique, if you will. And other than that, yeah.
Reminds me of the survey that they had recently, and one of the questions was, "What do people think about like no uniques and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, no uniques can
It'll be
fun.
interesting to see
Yeah.
all the feedback from those surveys and see what they say and do with all that information.
Yeah, no unique can be fun, but I for Altered itself, as far as a main game type, I feel like you have to use uniques because otherwise, what's the point of the game as far as things that make the game completely unique? Obviously, there's the advancement on the board, but even that is still just a point system in some capacity with 2 lanes. So it's really the uniques that kind of make altered, and otherwise you just have 2 rarities and
At that point,
game.
net decking becomes a thing for sure.
Yeah.
There are uniques for sure as a new random component to the game that makes it where every game is literally different in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, uniques definitely do have their own problems. I think the idea of, I mean, we saw it at Worlds where pretty much everyone was sharing uniques, and the bigger group that you have, the better chance that you are to have better uniques and do well.
Yeah.
I know Rinku, who did end up winning, mentioned that that's what they were the most worried about. So, I mean, it can matter. I guess sometimes it doesn't always matter, but I think that's the biggest issue that you can get from uniques. Otherwise, I do like them within the game themselves.
Yeah, there was a post. I'm pretty sure it was Wyvern who posted it as well to r/TCG, asking about people's thoughts with Altered. And a reply to the top comment is picked up 2 starters at launch, learned about uniques, and said game's doomed. Haven't played
Yeah.
since. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, after the
I mean, advertising points.
yeah, people just go with the first thing that they see and are here. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, while we were in Houston, and I told people I was associated with Alter, they either said what, or they said, "Sorry, I heard that game died." So, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to say something about uniques, but I see I'm outnumbered.
What did you want to say?
I don't know.
What's your take?
I'm not a fan of uniques. I don't think they
Yeah.
bring much to the game. I do think they, like you said, like when you get a pile of people that are able to share uniques, so on and so forth, yada yada. And I don't know if this was necessarily like the best laid plans in the beginning, right? Where that was the original, because clearly that probably wasn't the original idea going into it, but now it's evolved into what it is now. Because we're players, and the spike players are always here to break the game, right? That's kind of what spike players do, right? That's their job. I don't mind. I mean, I understand the whole net decking becomes a thing. Well, net decking becomes a thing in anything, right? Even in Altered, net decking's still a thing. So I'm one that thinks I'm not a huge fan of the uniques. I do think it is kind of a barrier to entry for newer players. But it's something I would like to see revised maybe a little bit, especially in competitive play.
I think it's going to be fairly revised as soon as we get set rotations, because once Beyond the Gates is gone, I mean, there are still good uniques in other sets. I feel like Skybound has a lot of good uniques too. But as far as a set that has brought the most to the meta, it's got to be Beyond the Gates. And I feel once that's gone, uniques don't become. I mean, they're still going to be important because they're uniques, but I don't feel like it's going to be as
warping, I guess.
Game warping.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is. Yeah, I don't know what the word's going to be, but I feel like once Beyond the Gates is gone, we'll see a little bit more balance towards it. And if not, the marketplace is always available. Feel free to spend $250 on good uniques.
Yeah, I think people that don't play enough have a really warped conception of uniques in general, especially now going into the 5th set coming out. if you just took everything in a vacuum of set 1 and 2, and that's all you had, I could see a lot of complaints. But it's become a lot more exciting. They've worked really hard on their system for uniques, and if I am given the choice to play with uniques or not play with uniques, 100% of the time I'm playing with uniques, even if I'm going up against someone who has, $500 uniques. I would still rather play with uniques.
I think the best way I've heard it described is that you can play with decent uniques that don't cost a lot of money and do well enough. It's just once it's from the level of the best uniques provide the most consistency, or if you're going for a super niche deck where you need to draw a bunch of cards at dusk and knock somebody back on the tumult, like somebody that's in here watching currently, then yes, maybe. But otherwise, it's just all about consistency, and you don't necessarily need the best ones. I feel like you can get away with, as long as you know how to play the game well enough, you can still do well. Because even some of the players that did really well at Worlds didn't necessarily have the best uniques for those specific heroes. It's
And
just
then the winning deck had only 2 uniques in it.
Oh, you're talking about for the qualifier that one time?
Yeah, and the qualifier had
The
only 2
Basira.
uniques in it. Yeah, the Basira.
Yeah, he had 2 uniques, and I mean even Rinku's uniques weren't like completely broken, and even Vittorio's uniques that they were playing with weren't crazy either, especially post bug fix patch. So I just think better uniques bring more consistency, which obviously helps you win games, but they're not always the necessity. Just get better, mostly, is what I'm saying.
All right. Is there any card mechanic
Skill
you think
issue.
skill gap issue? Is there any card mechanic you think is being underrated by the community?
Card mechanic that is being underrated. I don't know. I feel like the community in general does a good job of trying to make a lot of stuff work. What's the latest thing? Everyone likes Ascend lately.
Rush is good.
Yeah, Rush. I mean, people were down on Rush initially, but if you make a deck that's
Dexter
decent
said
about it,
Rush
and
would
you
be
have
bad.
like good cards with you.
True.
Oh, did you rush Dexter? Were you a Rush hater?
No, I was not a hater.
He
I don't know
was.
why they think I was.
There were other people that were telling me that
There were
Rush
other
was
people
bad.
that were haters.
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
on its face, Rush it's counterintuitive to everything we've been playing altered meta wise for a while, so it makes sense. But I mean, it's not
you want to
horrible.
wait and get information before doing anything. But Rush, if it gives you a benefit and your deck works well around it, it works out fine.
Yeah, it's not horrible. I don't think it's the best thing out right now, but I mean, it's there. Underrated though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly underrated as far as mechanics. I'm a Sabotage fan, but I honestly think Sabotages can be pretty shitty lately, if we're being honest. I mean,
I
it
knew
can be good in
Astro
certain
was-
spots, but
I knew Astro was going to mention exhausting. Exhausting is not underrated.
exhausting was it was the entire meta for
That was
Trial
all
by
of Trial by
Frost.
Frost.
Yeah, for a while.
Everyone was making exhausting based decks. Like it's not underrated. You're saying was okay. Well, either way,
no one
I don't
uses
think
it anymore.
Jack Frost is
I don't-
still a highly played card.
Yeah, Jack Frost.
Well, and there's a lot of counter to it in general, where sometimes people just want exhausted cards in their deck or just resupplying as a whole. There's a lot of cards now that let your opponent resupply, which is not always the best. But yeah, I don't. Anything that's been used, I'm trying to think of something that was never used consistently as far as a game mechanic. And the only thing that I'm thinking about that. So, for example, Hooked is a really big card that everyone likes, right? It became a meta part of decks as far as moving characters from side to side and or drawing cards. But we never got Ride the Bifrost to be a big card, and it's kind of making me sad. But maybe complete character switch per expedition. I don't know what else. Oh, never mind. I just figured out something.
Okay.
So Nadir, right? You can do the single terrains.
Yeah.
The use of some of the cards being able to move those terrains, individual terrains, being able to move those from one spot to another. I haven't seen that a lot. I've seen people
the nymphs.
make Nadir work, but I haven't seen them use those specifically all that much. That's the best thing that I can think of.
So what's the most
Yeah, didn't they
overrated?
try to use those as a one-off?
So what's the most overrated
the-
mechanic then?
Playing Ortis.
Overrated?
Playing Ortis? That's not a mechanic. That's
I think, like I said, I'm a sabotage lover, but I think sabotage is kind of overrated in general.
overrated
I feel like
now.
there's
I'm on that
or
mode as
always?
well.
Not always. I think in Beyond the Gates, it was better. I think past that, it's gotten less and less good. The problem with sabotage is that, yes, sometimes it's good. You prevent your opponent from using the cards in the reserve. But the bigger problem with sabotage is that you don't force your opponent to lose resources as far as mana by playing the card in the first place, then getting rid of it. You're just getting rid of it while they haven't used it before. And
You just have to shift their resources to something else.
Yeah, sometimes it's just bad. Sometimes it can be good, but I think it's more situational. People still use Ortis Spy to this day, and when I'm playing Ortis, most of the time, if I'm planning on drawing a bunch of cards anyway, or getting a lot of resources, and if someone uses a 3-cost Ortis Spy early on in the game, I'm happy because it's minimal stats and I can get around it, and they just use a 3-cost card to essentially sabotage, but I still have 5 or 6 mana left, or even 4 mana left on day 2 that I can get around it, and it is not as good as it once was. I still miss rare Ortis Spy and being able to use that, but that's long gone.
Yeah, I still seek a lot of Garrick that have sabotage, just because I can keep reusing it.
I think.
But it might
Yeah, I
be
mean,
just
I
out of
like
bad
sabotage
habit.
in general. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just easy to put your eggs in the sabotage basket too soon, is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's just a thing of resources. Yeah.
Yeah. I think your point about the moving markers is really good as well. I would think that there's probably a good suite of uniques out there that could do it, and I have not in any tournament seen anyone that's kind of built a Nadir deck towards that. So maybe someone should be the first.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, I think as far as Worlds is concerned, we were a little bit too close to see anything crazy
Experimental.
different. So maybe that's the issue. And I mean, we've had tournaments since then, but nothing that's been like super high end competitive in order for people to want to bust something out like that. But I don't know.
Yeah. I think for me, what I've realized over the last couple of weeks is the most underrated thing overall is actually Trial by Frost. I think
Damn, a whole
it's
set.
definitely. Yeah, well, if you hear how people talk about Trial by Frost, you'd understand.
I
I
talked to
think,
Francois about that too.
yeah, I
I
think
remember.
it is. I mean, technically, I think it is the weakest set. I think I can agree with that. But every time I have a conversation around the uniques in Trial by Frost and some of the cards, and even just the theme of it, I'm like, that set actually gets a lot more hate than it deserves.
Alrighty, moving into 2026. What's your
2026.
What is your most? What are you most excited for to see altered? And what's the most excited altered thing you're excited looking forward to in 2026?
Well, we just had the OP announcement, so that's cool. Excited about that. I think organized play and competitive stuff drives communities to a certain extent. Alter does, as far as like casual communities, at least in the States, is a little bit harder to come by. So being able to have the competitive outline is nice as far as getting people to stay interested within the game and not disappear is ideal. Other than that, though, I am excited with like the collector's items and the ability to give, I guess, technically stuff that you're trying to pull rather than just hope you get a good unique. Hopefully that kind of helps out the game in general. I don't know. We'll have to see how it turns out. Not sure if it's late or it's at the right time, but we'll see how it works out. So I'm excited for that, but mostly collector's items, trying to find something as far as specific pool and the organized play stuff that just got announced. Excited for that and it maintaining the competitive environment within Altered and giving people something to do instead of complain in the general chat.
Altered players do like to complain.
I think every internet person likes to complain in general.
Yeah, that's not wrong. What is something you think could really put a spark in the States to make Altered a main staple?
$5 million world championship.
More money?
That's a big one.
I mean, you're telling me spark-wise, is it going to happen? Absolutely not.
No.
that kind of money is not going to be involved. But if we're talking about stuff that gets people to play a game, prizing does get people to want to play a game. I mean, there's nothing to it. I guarantee you, if Altered announced a $5 million tournament and in Paris end of the year, we'd have a large amount of people from different games playing the game. But reasonable things.
Well, what was prizing this year for Worlds? There was no cash on the line, right?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I wasn't
Just
aware of
print on demand credit.
Yeah. So I come from a different. I don't know if $5 million does it.
Oh, it does for sure. I think
It definitely does.
Well,
all you have to do is look at how people reacted to the new prizing for online tournaments. And
Okay.
I saw multiple people being like, I'm actually going to play on BGA now. And all that is 10 random uniques for first place. So,
well, and here's what I'll tell you. And Dexter, you were a part of this. Keyforge was offering a lot of money that first year they came back for prizing.
Yep.
That didn't bring
And it
us
did
more
not
people.
really increase the numbers.
Did not
Nope.
push the needle at all.
yeah, but
What
that's
year was
It was
this?
Keyforge.
like what? This was
What year was it?
2022, I think.
Yeah, I believe
Maybe
it was
23.
22. No, I think
That's
2023.
That's another
2023?
thing too.
One of those two.
2023. I mean,
Yeah,
your
that's good.
Vault Tour winners were walking away with $5,000. Second place was like $3,000, and I think top 8 was $500 a piece, if I'm not mistaken.
World's first place was like 20K or something.
World's first place
think more
was
than
12.5.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
12.5.
what the problem is with Keyforge though?
What's that?
They announced that and put it out and then never advertised it or marketed it. So no one
Yep,
knew
it was
about
not advertised anywhere.
Yeah,
No one knew what was happening.
That's what I was about to say. Like, as far as year is concerned, like I had never heard about. I mean, I've heard of Keyforge, but I'd never heard of anything crazy as far as pricing or anything in that time period. So sounds like a marketing issue. Not that, I mean, all games have marketing issues to some capacity.
I mean,
But
you know what they
it's
say
just
about
that-
marketing?
I don't. What did they
50%
say?
of marketing doesn't work.
This is what Christian T. Peterson says. He says 50% of marketing doesn't work, and we don't know which half works, so we won't do any at all.
Well, hold on.
Great
hold
company
on.
leading.
That last phrase is something the Wookiee added many years ago. But, yeah, he just said the problem with marketing is 50% of marketing doesn't work, and we don't know which 50% it is. So then I kind of said, so we do 0? That makes sense to me.
Tell him to hop on a call with me, and I will tell him what 50% works.
Listen,
and,
I've been trying to get into that Teams meeting for 4 years now, and I'm still not there. So
yeah,
I don't know. Either way, it's all about.
He knows my name, and he knows what I look like, and he avoids me like the plague when we're in Minnesota. You would think I was giving out like literally the bubonic plague if you got too close to me. By the way, he is always at the other end of the room of wherever I am.
I would have just guessed I assume that he thinks you smell or something. Plague work too.
Yeah, I would assume that too. By the way he treats me.
If you don't like the $5 million answer, I have another one for you.
No, I'm not saying that money doesn't work, but like we've seen games like what was that? Grand Archive. I mean, they had like $100,000 grand prize and stuff like that, and they failed. Like I don't know if money is the answer.
Well, no, Grand Archive is still going.
Yeah,
is it really? I thought it was done.
Yeah, it's still going.
It's a temporary answer that can get you what you need, and what you do after that is kind of up to you, in my opinion. The problem with Altered is that it doesn't have an existing IP that people want to flock to. It has a cool idea in the sense of using historical figures and mythology and everything, but that only gets a certain subgroup of people that are interested in that kind of thing. So the next thing that you have to fall back onto is what gets the other TCG players interested in playing a card game other than mechanics and everything like that. If you don't have a well-known game developer from like Magic or something doing something for you, then probably money. And that's usually what it goes. And then what you do with the initial attention afterwards is kind of up to you, and how you capitalize it. A lot of games, whether it be in cards or gaming or whatever else, just lose it after a year or two, right? After they get all that money invested, and it doesn't matter. So agreed there. But if we're talking an initial surge, money. But yeah.
Cole, what's you said you had another one for me.
Yeah, so you take all of the TCGs that have a popular IP and maybe even waifus and take them out back and shoot them in the head. And that's how Altered grows in the US.
All right, so
you just did that on a podcast. Cool.
Mass murder makes Altered grow.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure if that works either.
I'm saying murdering a card game, so it's like it's not like a person. Or
it's metaphorical.
Oh, it's metaphorically got it.
So it's kind of like when I heard about universes and how they have like all this money to buy all of these IPs and everything, and they got picked for Riftbound. No offense to Felix, but I was like, how? How do they have all this money? Like, what? And
yeah, you're not the only one.
It's got to be IP power. Like, I went to the website. No one plays it around me. Not anywhere close. Like, what are they doing? And they have tons of IPs.
Right. I was gonna say, well, they have IPs. That's what they're doing.
That's what gets the product moving. Now the organized play is something else.
Yeah,
that leaves much to be desired, but the product does sell. Did you see it in Walmart and the booster packs? No.
Yeah, that's one of the main things. If you can get into retail and it's popular enough from that aspect, that's also a thing. People just see it randomly and want to buy it, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I still occasionally get caught looking at the Target aisle just to see what's there, kind of thing. Definitely not Pokemon cards. Those are always gone.
Whatever it is, it's not
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Those are gone.
those are always gone. But everything else, just looking at it and just always being that in cap kind of thing of you see it and pay attention to it, because otherwise it's the only people that know about Altered are people that are already at your local game store and they played it one time a year ago when someone was doing a learn to play, and I liked it, but I didn't really see a point of sticking around kind of thing. So yeah, not to be doom and gloom, by the way, but
No, it's not.
yeah.
It's I think it's a question a lot of people ask about smaller niche games, right? Just how do we get more interest in it from other people? How do you steal a little bit of that Magic community? Maybe Magic, you don't want the Magic community. I don't know. Some of them you do.
You
don't.
you
I
wait
mean, even
until-
Magic is exploding as well with Universes Beyond now. Like, a lot of people are angry, and you hear a lot of the angry people, but the amount of product that sells is insane.
Yeah, I mean, Magic's been dying for 30 years. Still not dead, but, you know.
Mhm.
people leave and they're tired of it. I think a lot of the
One
people that
person
I've
leaves,
seen-
and then there's two kids to fill their spot.
No, it's just they always come back is the problem. It's like cocaine. It's just I've had a lot of people come from Magic and they just said, "Oh, I'm tired of Magic. I need something else to play." And then a new set comes out and they're like, "Sorry, I got to get back on it."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some commander cards that I need for my commander deck, and they start playing again.
Yeah, and then they're gone forever. I still have a foil card from someone that I got for them just because they liked it and have never showed up since Final Fantasy set got released for Magic. So
Yeah. Magic is a weird edge case scenario that I don't think anybody's figured out yet. But somehow still doing well. All right. What kind of content do you wish more creators were making for Altered?
Probably base level content. As far as learn to play type of stuff, just mechanics of the game. It's hard to say because at some level we need something as far as content that will get people interested to take a look at the game is what I'm thinking, because I do competitive level stuff and that's not always going to be what people are interested in, and I know other people that do gameplay, but probably gameplay stuff. I don't know if there's a lot of gameplay specific items as far as what people want to make as a whole, and not just gameplay from a perspective of I recorded myself on stream for 3 hours and then I put it on YouTube, but actually edited content that people are commenting while they're doing plays and everything like that, and just that as a whole. I think one of like the things that I used to watch consistently as far as altered content, outside of watching my own content for 30 seconds so I can get the view, is Elio stuff where he was consistently making new decks, explaining what he's doing, why he's doing it, and cards and everything like that. And it made me want to try other stuff and be more interested from that aspect. So I think that would be helpful in general. Effort-based gameplay content would be ideal. And I don't know. I haven't seen much of it as
Effort.
far as I'm
Yeah, that's the answer that everyone gives is more gameplay. And every time I'm like, I'll upload my Tuesday sessions, and then they go terrible, and I'm like, there's no reason I should upload this to YouTube. Nobody wants to watch 2 hours of me losing games or something like that. And those take so much time and effort to edit if you're gonna do that much content.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I mean, as far as stuff that gets people interested and keeps them there, probably that. Because it appeals to competitive folks, and it appeals to the average person who just wants to play a little bit better.
Why don't you just ship your losing content to me, and I'll chop it down for you, Cole. Yeah.
What?
You'll make it
between
pretty.
Your 60 hours you work a week?
Let's not talk about how often I work a week, all right? I try to not think about it. And it's only 65, okay? One day it'll be shorter. One day. All right. How has the Altered community supported you as a creator so far?
Subscribers and views, that's what matters. Yeah. Other than that, it's a thing of just, I don't know, mentioning me in different aspects as far as saying they like my content, actually getting people that meet me in person that have said that they watch stuff that I've done is cool. Because I don't really expect it, because it's not like I'm making any money on it, but just saying that they like the content, appreciate the content, and actually watch the content, as far as support is concerned, is always nice. And then obviously any mentions in the public and or on the Discord telling people to subscribe. I'm kind of behind on my payments to a guy trying for him to promote me. But
He's coming for the kneecaps.
yeah,
He's from
so
Baltimore, you know.
Yeah, so I have to work on that. But yeah, just that kind of thing. People that do that, and just, I don't know, just that overall. I think the Paris stuff, getting the package that Cole sent over with other people that just sent things that were nice, was really cool. Just realizing there's people out there that you may not always interact with consistently, but they are aware who you are and they appreciate the things that you do. You know, it's very sweet. Appreciate it, folks.
So what's the hardest part of being an Altered content creator?
We don't make thousands yet.
Staying hard is the hardest part. Staying hard. Staying just, I don't know. It's not a motivation thing. It's more so just finding the correct type of content that you think would be helpful, that people actually want to watch, kind of thing. And not from a views perspective, but from a perspective of, my original goal with content was to try to promote the game more in North America. Take all of the people who are doing really well and its popularity in Europe and try to bring it over to North America so people can see what they're doing and either try to mimic it or just get them more interested in the game. So I think the hardest part is just finding what kind of content people actually want to watch that'll help it spread more like the plague kind of thing, and or any other infectious disease, you know. I'm trying. That's what I guess what I'm trying to say. Oh, a guy trying just came back. Hey, I'm gonna need you to post in the general chat as far as subscribe to me.
Checks in the mail.
Either way, but yeah, just basically what I'm trying to say is I am trying to be the person that that guy in a frat in college that's spreading venereal diseases as much as possible. I'm trying to be that for Altered within North America, but the venereal disease is the game,
right?
And finding that correct way to spread the disease is the hard part.
Yes.
Mhm.
If you guys can
agree
associate
with everything you just said.
Yeah, associate Altered with, I don't know, chlamydia or something, and then you'll get what I'm saying.
Right. So what are your video? I was not thinking chlamydia. I was thinking something else, something that can maybe be cured with penicillin. But you know,
isn't chlamydia curable?
I have no idea. Not gonna lie.
It is curable, but I don't know with what.
It's bacterial, right? So that's why I wanted to say chlamydia and not like syphilis, because
I think our bad boy meter is dipping far into the red this episode.
It has gone south in a hurry. Again, not the show of the two shows that I do, not the show that I thought would go there, but I mean, this is where we live, right? So it's okay. You know what? It's fine. I don't know. Again, Cole, you're the one who gave us that nickname. I don't know how you came up with that, but you did.
There's a history of it somewhere. You can find it either between. I mean, you probably have to listen to both us and Hero's Guide to Asgartha, but it was a long time ago that just happened. I don't know.
I do listen to both of well, I'm on one. I listen to the other one. I don't remember it.
It was like 6
It was a long
months
time ago.
or more.
Yeah, I think it was like a year ago, right? When you were on there?
No,
Yeah.
we've
I don't
barely
know why.
been doing this podcast for a year.
Dexter.
We have. We talked about this before.
Dexter.
Well, you guys have talked about this before.
It's been over a year.
It's in like a year and a month.
Maybe. That might be true. I
Is,
thought it was
is your next
October of last
question
year, but
what's his most popular video?
that is my next question. What's your what video post are you most proud of?
Most proud of?
Popular, most proud of.
Oh yeah,
Definitely my reveal videos. Those are my coup de grace as far as
Blue Cap was great.
putting effort into things and making it look cool, kind of thing. They're popular, but they're not the most popular. But they were the most fun as far as different videos that I've made between Blue Cap and Mobile Armory for Trial by Frost. They're both pretty fun. But yeah,
I would actually say your Mobile Armory probably is your most popular video if you're going off of views. It's technically Onger's by like 10 views, but
the most popular by views is my last one with the Worlds thing.
oh yeah, I don't really truly count shorts, but that is correct. But
Yeah.
I was looking at it because I was just interested. I was like, what video technically does perform the best for both of us? And reveals that are long form videos are both of like our most popular videos.
What the type of thing that got a good amount of views and technically for an old video still gets views is actually my 2v2 video. As far as metrics are concerned, I still get random surges of people watching that video for some reason. And I'm not sure why. Maybe there's just not a lot of 2v2 content out there.
Yeah.
That's one that on occasion I'll just see it doing better than even a somewhat recent video kind of thing. So that's the one that catches me by surprise as far as just like a video specific one that people have liked, I guess.
Alrighty.
This would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Because just thinking of 2v2, there isn't a lot of it now that I think about.
There's really not. I think it is something that should be focused on more, and this is just me. I really wish Altered had a better multiplayer format. I'm not a huge fan of the available one right now.
It's very good. So,
Yeah, I don't think the format's the
2v2
problem.
works just fine. It's just
Yeah, I don't
not
think-
popular.
Yeah, I don't think the format's the problem. I think the problem is that the focus is on trying to get the main game popular, and
Yep.
kind of doesn't 2v2 doesn't do you any good if the main game isn't as popular, kind of thing. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
I-
can't play 2v2 online, so
Well, I wonder how that goes, right? Because, Magic's most popular format right now, without a doubt, is Commander, which is a multiplayer format.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And a lot of people get into the main game through a Commander product.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fair.
I keep trying to find, both with Keyforge and Altered, that equivalent.
Yeah,
And I just haven't. I keep grasping at straws, and just nothing's there that's engaging enough, I think, that would grasp a lot of people.
I think that's also from a case of there not necessarily being a lot of people to. I mean, we have a good amount of people within the community, but not as much as Magic did when they created Commander,
No,
right?
and you need a certain amount of personalities, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, not everyone's built to do videos or podcasts or whatever the case may be. So, You got to have a certain screen quality to you too, right? I have a face for radio, so that's why I do podcasts.
That's fair.
That's fair. I have a face. I will not be spreading any chlamydia. So,
unless you go to a Ghostbusters convention.
yeah, that happened the one time. I'm going to skip this one here. If you could influence one design or organized play decision for Altered, what would it be? Besides adding $5 million.
I don't know. I mean, I do think obviously more money into it would be helpful. It's hard to say because I don't think adding IP at this point is going to be helpful the same way other games can do. I think the identity of Altered is supremely focused off of its own unique setup, and the unfortunate thing is unique IPs just aren't as popular right now, especially with so many things that are as far as different card games out there at the moment.
I think the ability of unique IPs though has longevity only due to monetary values.
Yeah, I mean, if it hits, it hits, right? But the problem is hitting. Look, it just
Keyforge is still around, and I think the reason it's still around is because it doesn't have an IP. You're not having to pay somebody for the IP behind it, right? So I think Altered can take the same scope as like a Keyforge. If they could just, I don't know. The biggest fear I have is that somehow, like, I don't know if 2.5 million every cycle is sustainable. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm stupid. Cole says it is.
Your points kind of counteract each other as well, because Keyforge is around because it does nothing and it has no overhead, and we're talking about how to grow Altered.
Mm-hmm.
Keyforge is just alive, and Altered could be just alive, but I don't think they want to do that.
Yeah,
no,
honestly, yeah. The thing that always comes to mind for me in particular with Altered is not necessarily Altered as a game, because I think the game itself is fun and it's a good game, and a lot of the people that have played it isn't the issue with the game itself. I feel like if you're gonna, I don't know if Altered is ever going to be a game that's going to grow to the extent of being as popular as, obviously not as the bigger card games, but even on the level of a game like a Lorcana or a Flesh and Blood or something to that level. So I think one thing that I see a lot of complaints about within the card game community, people don't, or at least the stores don't like TCG Player, for example. And they use it out of necessity because TCG Player is TCG Player and everyone uses TCG Player.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, if other games and or things like Altered find a way to use internal based marketplaces and they control their own market from that aspect and don't outsource it to a third party like TCG Player and utilize that in some capacity, then that could be something that's potentially a big boon. What I've always said is that if Altered the developers wanted to use the marketplace system that they built for a different capacity for other games and everything like that they could sell for money, great. Do I think that's something that could actually happen? Probably not. But I'm just trying to think of unique ideas or unique things that Altered's doing that the other that is not in the space that can be used outside of Altered, so that Altered can benefit and doesn't have to rely on that 2.5 million that you were talking about, Wookie, every single set kind of thing. But yeah.
I literally earlier today on stream was talking to a guy trying, because I was playing Magic Arena, and I was like, how do I sell these cards I don't want? Like, can I just put these on the market or whatever? And he was like, no, you can't. And I realized, like, damn, like the system is so nice. Like, I know it gets a ton of flack for like, oh, they didn't have it on launch and blah blah blah. But man, it is very nice. And when you go to a game that doesn't have it, you kind of realize just how nice it is.
Yeah, the marketplace itself isn't always great, but the concept I think is what I'm pushing at more than anything. And they've obviously had to put effort into it. So yeah.
Mhm.
I often
Woo.
wonder if lack of a strong, and I can't say it's not strong because I don't have numbers to back it up, but lack of a somewhat weak secondary market is what kind of is hurting Altered.
I mean, it is.
It is concentrated in its own personal marketplace
Right.
Yeah.
outside of just the really random third-party ones. So that doesn't help exposure.
Yeah. And I think, that is the issue. I mean, stores can't price them because they don't know what they cost. And anything that's a unique, in order to price uniques, you need to play the game pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And that's not a store owner's prerogative kind of thing. They like the ability of just seeing what something costs because of what it's cost. And that's why TCG Player, and that's what TCG Player does well, right? They found an area where they can excel, and now people use it out of necessity. But I know people that just don't like using it out of necessity as well. So, due to different business practices, not necessarily the actual product, but yeah. So I don't know. I think the idea of having a controlled marketplace can be helpful. It's just finding the right way to use it. But yeah.
All right. What are some of your goals for Altered creation in the next 6 months?
Jumping back on the horse a little bit more now that we got organized play announced and everything. I think that'll be helpful. Just keeping up with everything along those lines. Seeing new players pop up would be nice. I finally got to the point at the end of this year where I started re-interviewing people. I tried to always get new people, but if they keep winning, it's hard to interview new people. But I think the idea of getting new people joining the game and doing well is always a positive thing for any title. So hopefully that happens, and I can talk to more people from that aspect, I guess, as far as goals are concerned. And just maintaining the current community at the very least within North America, rather than losing folks to other card games or want to play new card games or go back to old card games that they can't get away from, like crack cocaine.
What do you know the name T-FC?
T-FC, like as a Discord person?
An Altered player.
It doesn't ring a bell offhand.
Yeah, so I think when you are casting on Monday, you might see some new names, which has been really cool to, witness. She won the Singleton event on Thursday with Subash, 5-0, so that was really cool. And I think she's been playing a lot more, is kind of what Quetz said. And then I've seen some names, like I feel like Originality was gone for a little bit, and Originality's back. So I think this season, and then with the organized play support that they just announced, I think we'll see some new and old faces, which will be dope.
All right, kind of into the last hurrah here. What is your most tilting Altered moment?
Tilting?
Yeah.
Watching people play and deciding to mana magical training.
Okay. And what is one hero you want to love but just can't? And why is it an Ortis hero?
What? Why is it an Ortis hero?
Waru?
I mean, I don't think as far as characters or heroes as a whole, I don't play a lot of Muna. I think the only Muna deck I've ever made is a Archon deck. But I don't really have a want to like Muna heroes, so that's not there. I wish Sierra was better. Sierra is probably like in Trial by Frost days and Nilim meta was probably one of the more fun times that I've had playing Altered. So I know someone was mentioning Exhaust before. That was a big Exhaust days. I wish Sierra was up there. I did notice. Never mind. I didn't notice anything. Are cards released for next set yet, Cole?
Depends on which ones. I think by a guy trying's calculation, we have 43% of next set revealed.
Okay, so I'm not going to go over specific things, but I've noticed things that contribute to the possibility of maybe Sierra being okay. So maybe that's cool for seeds. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm not a big Subash player, and I call him Subash. Yeah, I mean, I don't really hate. I wish they need to revert Waru. Bring Waru back. Just
all right,
at least
and moving on.
I've been saying this for so long. Thank you so much, Blue,
Shut
for
up,
the support.
Dexter. No, we're not bringing
It's sad
Waru.
that Rune. It's sad that Rune left before you got the revert Waru in there.
yeah.
We're not reverting Waru.
Let's give him one of the abilities back. That's
The
all
answer
I want.
is no. No. Alrighty, Cole, what do we got for the Patreon this week?
Robin Hood would be crazy.
So
Shut up, Dexter.
Just make Waru Yume again. Just making Yume again, and it's fine.
I mean, before we ask the question that we'll all answer, including Blue, there's also kind of a conversation in the live chat about changing current heroes. I will say, unless it's Sigismar, just don't expect any set one hero to be changed. As unfortunate as it is to say, just give up on them. Kill them in a fire, leave them. Sometimes things are meant to die. It makes it more meaningful. So onward and upward.
Just remember all the good times you had with that hero.
Yeah, it's like when I used to play D&D a lot, people were always so scared to have their character die because then they didn't want to make a new one. And they're like, oh, but I love my little hobgoblin Bobberton. And I'm like, well, if he dies in a fucking badass way after doing some cool shit, then you know what? That's fine.
Never heard of the class Bobberton, but I'm interested.
Well, that's the person's name is Bobberton.
It's the name of the
That was the name?
Hobgoblin.
The name of the
Yeah,
Hobgoblin
yeah.
was Bobberton? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, man, that's a hell of a class. What does that class do?
Bobs.
I think I'm ready to leave set one behind. We've talked about it a lot, and I do think I would hope that they only get rid of the top performing hero of each faction, but we'll see what happens. For question, Gav Kenny's been breaking all the rules and just been putting a question on YouTube comments every time. What product would you like to see be added as an add-on to a future Game Found campaign? And this question, I wouldn't call it like controversial, but I would say it's very divisive. You have the one side that loves, the plushes, and then you have
more
Wookiee
plushies.
who hates fun and only wants cards. So what?
Because I
what would
don't
you guys
like
wanna see?
plushies. I hate fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if it's not Whirly Ball, he don't care.
Whirly Ball Champion 2026 right here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just don't like plushes. I don't understand. I don't understand. I get why people like. Well, no, actually, I don't understand why people like them. I just don't enjoy plushies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, side note, Houston, Tibbers went fast. Everyone loves Tibbers.
I don't think you'd say the same Wookiee if it was a Mac Pen plushie.
If it was what? No, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't get it.
Magpin.
I'm
You
not
just don't like plushies?
Mac Pen hoarder.
I'm not a plush. I'm not a stuffed animal person.
You're more of a
So-
blow up doll person.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm looking to have more sex with robots in 2026.
Yep. We can get into some dangerous waters if we start crossing those two topics together. So this is a good question because it goes in line with the GameFound survey and some of the questions they asked and what you would like to see. I am poor, so this question is hard for me to answer in that regard. The one thing I'll say is I'm very concerned, I guess, about the figures that they mentioned.
Yes,
And
I'm more of
my
a figurine
response-
person.
My response would be if it's like Hero Forge figures, like no thanks. I think that's just like a waste of plastic, kind of mass-produced trash. But if it were like anime figurines, I think Altered could have some very cool ones. And no, I'm not talking about like booby waifus, but just like some really cool statues. I think I would be more inclined to get one of.
I
So
was
that would be
thinking
my
more
answer.
of like how Magic used. I don't know. Maybe they still do. The statues, like have you ever seen like the dragon that they have? Some people have that one, the Shivan dragon.
Mm. Speaking of booby waifus, though, Cole, does Alter need more goon?
Yeah,
Yes. If we're talking about success, then yes. And I have good news for people on the next upcoming sets, and that's all I'll say.
there's gonna be more TNA.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Yeah, something like that would be cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
they really
that's
had a missed opportunity
That's
with
Naruto,
the
but
yeah, they had a missed opportunity with the Leviathans, you know. But either way.
Oh, those would go hard. All right, so look at that picture right there, and then I'm gonna show you a card, and the people that are fans of the lore of this probably already know, but take that Naruto statue and make it that.
yeah,
Nice.
that'd be cool.
Bam.
That'd be pretty dope.
Sky did have a foot fetish aspect, and there will be another subsect of
There'll be more
community
foot-
of that.
There will be more foot fetish in 2026 for Altered.
No, different kind of.
Foot
Anyways, what does anyone else have any answer for the question?
More foot fetish.
I really like the collector boosters. I think that they should keep doing that for every set. Keep that as an add-on.
Do you feel like they could improve the rarity makeup of the
Yes.
collector boosters?
For sure, they could mix it around, make it better.
Yeah, I think the main complaint I see about them is people say that like there's commons in the collector booster and there shouldn't be
Right
any
now, I do
commons.
think it is too expensive for what the rarities you have, and it needs to be shifted up a little bit to make it more worthwhile. But I still like the idea.
Yeah. Well,
All right, I would like more exclusive items, not like signed things, right? I think signed things are kind of cool, whether it's by artists or by creators.
well, if you wanted a signed Grand Bois, you should have just asked. I would send you one.
No. That's not what I mean. Not at all what I was getting after. I think signed things
yeah.
are cool. It's just, it's something that I wish more games would explore. You know, like Magic has always had like artists, you know, like Mark Poole, and he'll, you know, you can go and see him at whatever and he'll sign your stuff. Now he's a little bit too expensive, but you know, just have artists sign things or have creators sign things. stuff of that nature. Because I doubt they'll be coming to my local convention anytime soon. But
you'd have to actually go to a convention to have that happen, Wookie, because it happens at a lot of conventions.
I know I got to get out more, right?
Yep, I have a bunch of signed things.
2026 is my year. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I'm hoping 2026 is my year. I don't know what I'm going to yet, but I might be going to Philly for Neko.
That's not the right convention, but okay.
No, it's not. But you know, Gen Con's just always so damn expensive, and I haven't ever gone to a PAX U, and I really should. And I don't even know what Altered will be at next year, like as far as conventions go.
I can honestly say I do not either. So
yeah, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't like Gen Con. Well, I don't mind Gen Con, right? But it's just is Gen Con expensive? Just
for the hotels, right?
Yeah, and that's your biggest thing is the hotels are just dumb pricey. I mean,
the ticket price is
like $175, I think,
great.
for all 4 days, which really, honestly, is not that bad for a 4-day event. Food gets a little crazy, but you can always hit. I think there's an In-N-Out or Jack in Box or whatever, something near. There's stuff nearby where you can get food cheaper, right? You don't have to eat downtown, but yeah,
Steak and Shake.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, there's stuff. You'll find something somewhere, but man, just the hotels just are stupid.
If you don't want to go somewhere where everything is too expensive, do not go to PAX East.
Really?
Gen Con and Unplugged are much more affordable than East.
Really?
Yeah,
I think kind of surprising to me.
The convention food at East was they're just crazy expensive. I could not believe it. I think Blue and I ate on the convention floor one day, and then we were like, okay, we should never do that again.
You really liked that grilled cheese, though.
Oh, the grilled cheese was good, and it was cheaper than the first thing I got, which was way overpriced.
Yeah,
but that was technically off of the floor, yeah.
I
don't know if because Gen Con doesn't have floor food. Right, you can't there's no. You got to go to the food trucks outside, and they're not cheap either.
Yeah, getting back to the question, I like your guys' ideas. Basically, just more stuff to chase. I think for Altered, for people to want to get other than uniques, find a way to market the game more than just competitive players and uniques. I guess is the thing that I want to see more.
Felix, you've been quiet. What you doing over there?
Fixing a tournament.
Okay. Well, what would you add?
I'm not currently sure yet outside the stuff that we talked about.
Just more
plushies. I know, not plushies per se, but some collectibles like figurines, like you said, work really, really nice for collectivity for sure, and mementos. Sleeves are cool, mats are cool.
Yeah, I
but
think
something tangible is always nice.
Yeah, the unfortunate side of what you were talking about, Wookie, with art and artists is the only item that was undersold and did not sell out was the art prints at Worlds. And I think it was maybe mainly a travel concern. But they had serialized prints and they did not really sell. So
I don't know if I necessarily want a serialized print, but signatures, right?
Well, yeah, but you buy it and then the artist is there.
Oh, okay, they're there. Yeah, I was gonna say something more. Because normally when when you get stuff signed, that's an experience, right? You meet them, you get to talk to them, even if it's for a few minutes, or whatever. It could have just been. It could have been size is always a travel concern, especially when you're flying overseas. So it could have definitely been that, but I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I wish I had more stuff like that. Is just stuff I want more of that is currently difficult in my current situation, but it is what it is. All right.
Oh, we made it.
Yeah.
We
I don't
made
feel
it, guys.
sleeve. Yeah.
I like sleeves. Like, sleeves are cool, right? Especially if they're done well. Not Gamegenic sleeves. For the love of fuck, don't use Gamegenic sleeves. Shit,
And they're my favorite sleeves. So.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're the ones that they had been making for Altered up until they weren't are by far the best sleeves that I
can't
use.
say I use the ones for
Okay,
Altered, but the old
The altered
Gamegenic
Gamegenic sleeves are actually good.
Okay, because
Every single other sleeve that
sleeves,
Gamegenic has ever made is so bad.
I should bring you a
Well,
pack
They're
of the old
Keyforge Gamegenic sleeves,
Yeah, oh my
so
God.
bad.
You know, you guys keep talking about Keyforge and things being bad. You should just know that if you're comparing it to Keyforge, it's gonna be bad.
Listen,
Because
I had a great time this year at Keyforge Celebration.
It's a main line like Gamegenic product. So Altered isn't the only one that has the sleeves like that. Like you can get the same exact sleeve in any way you want, basically.
I'm sure they have made their formula better since they did it, because I mean, Gamegenic was released, and that was like their first toe dipping into anything like this was for Keyforge, because that was the new hotness at the time. But God, they were bad. They were hard. They shuffled for shit. They're probably way better now. I've always been a dragon sleeve person myself. That's just my personal feel. I like dragon sleeves. Also, weirdly enough, a French company.
What texture do you get, though?
All right. I'm going to cringe everyone out for this one. Are you ready?
It has to be dual matte.
I don't use dual mattes. I will not touch them. I use the original gloss.
Yeah, I have some magic sleeves that are the glossy or whatever, and they like stick together. And
those are
they're
Ultra
just
Pro.
Awful.
Those are the Ultra Pro ones. Those are garbage.
Yeah,
throw those away. I will only use the gloss Dragon Shields, and I will only use 3 colors, 4 colors, 3 colors, 3 colors. Well, technically
What
4
colors?
if you include clear.
What colors do you not like, Wookie?
I will only use black, red, or blue.
Hey, blue.
It's the good colors.
Because when I was young, those were the only colors that were available.
So back in the day, you liked those colors. Do you like those colors more?
Nope, those were just the only colors that were available. And when I came back to card games, that was just the ones I buy. I typically buy black.
Other people. So like in current years, when people were using other colors, did that get you upset?
I don't care what sleeves your cards are in. You can
just keep them out of your house, is what you're saying?
You can be wrong. That's fine by me.
I think that jet black sleeves should actually be banned in Altered.
Jet black gloss. It's all I'll use.
Just because they blend in to each other too much.
Yep,
you can't tell them apart in the mana zone. Yep. I get your point, but I use black sleeves a lot. It works for me.
Especially if you're going to be on stream. You're banned.
Banned.
I'm not good enough to be on stream.
Well, in Altered, it just is we pick a table and you go there.
It's completely random.
In it.
Altered,
well, up until, top cut and stuff like that.
Also not good enough to make top cut. Sorry, kiddos.
It's just easier to have a static table unless someone declines.
I also play Lyra,
harder.
so...
Yep.
There's that too. So also, I'm kind of a fan of the using the orbs now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want to change my thing of what they need to do. They need to allow us to foil mana convergence.
Oh, that would be dope.
Ooh. That'd be cool.
I'm pretty sure Felix has wanted to do that for a while too.
That's the only thing we can't foil.
Yeah,
currently.
I like foil tokens. I mean, I foil the arrowless.
No, I foiled every single token. In fact, that's the majority of my PODs are foiling tokens. But I cannot get a mana convergence, and it's dumb either way. So I'm changing. That's what I want.
Yep. That'd be cool. I'm down for that. But yeah, I'm kind of a fan. After I saw it, I kind of liked it. And I could get on board with that. Using the mana convergence in the mana zone. And kind of keeping everything off to the side. So at first it bothered me. Now I'm like, you know what? It's actually clean.
I still don't really like it, and I would never do it myself, but I get it, and I understand that some people like it.
It's super clean, and it does allow you to keep good track of what's gone and what's still there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I just fear that if I tried it, I would get confused in like swapping out the actual card with the mana convergence card, and then have the wrong amount of mana, and then it'd be a whole mess.
Can someone like cut everything that Dexter just said minus the card stuff and just post it out of context?
Done.
What did I say now?
As far as like, I've seen other people do it, and I don't know if I'll like it, but I think I would like it. And
welcome.
That'll
to
be the
I'm not the best with words.
You haven't hung out with Dexter a lot, have you? We kind of just all go and then move on. So that's what I do.
I feel like this is getting close to 2 hours. Should we just keep going until we hit 2 hours?
No, we're not close to 2 hours, but we're all done. I'm all done. I need to go tonight. But ow, damn girl, what the hell? You burning me with
Getting attacked right before we finish
getting
the podcast.
burned alive.
My wife just came over to me and she's like, "Is this done?" And it fucking burned me with the damn thing. So bitch.
Oh, she's gonna end up with her own Netflix documentary soon. Best
More
watch
than
out.
Listen, I'm gonna say it right here, right now. You all ready for this? If ever Wookiee goes missing, it was her. 100%. It was my wife has murdered me, and I'm probably being dissolved in a cooler of some weird concoction that goes down to the bone.
Can you just say the word lie out loud?
Is it lie? I don't know what it is.
Okay, well now she knows. She heard the words. So
well, she already. I'll guarantee you, she already knows. She only watches all those damn murder mystery, all that true crime bullshit, right? And the fucking Dexter and everything, where there's fucking psycho killers wandering around, and then she wonders why I do the shit I do.
Psycho killer.
Yeah, that's all she watches. That's all she watches is true crime and Dexter and people murdering each other, and then she goes, "Why am I sad?"
You should ask her what her favorite Faces of Death tape is.
Amanda, what's your favorite Faces of Death?
Oh my god. All right. Anyways, if you're not being murdered this week, events our Altered Aces will be on Mondays going forward at 12:30. That is Central Time. Ace every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central.
Man, can we change that time? We can't get that to like 8:30?
No, never.
No, not at all? Ever?
Nope. You can join the turn-based one that we'll do over Christmas, though.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
All right. AlterCorner.com.
Yeah.
You can do it. Turn-based is the way, the truth, the light.
All right, keep going.
Let's get the frick out of here. That's it.
All right,
That's
everybody.
Big thank you to see all of them.
Big thank you to Blue for coming on. Blue, you wanna plug all your pertinence before we get out of here?
Sure. Blue Oak TV, YouTube, subscribe, #ad or die. And the only thing that I'd like to leave everyone with is penis.
Well, on that note, we'll see you all next week.
But we won't see you next week.
Oh, no, we won't see you next week. Yeah, we won't.
When do we take the break? You're the boss.
Yeah,
we'll be gone for 2 weeks.
Next week we're still on.
Okay,
we are.
Yeah,
we're still doing next week.
Yep, we're still doing next week, and then the 26th we're off, and the 2nd we're off, and then we come back on the 9th.
Yep.
I thought next week was Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas is kind of far away.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find some
Ugh.
other person to come on and do an interview with.
Seriously. All right. Are we done? I gotta get dinner.
Go get
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah.
We're out of
Good
here.
night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.